I work with couples as well as individuals, and I would say, I'm sure many of you out there would agree with this, that this level of uncertainty and fear and anxiety can very profoundly affect our capacity to relate. And in particular around differences. You know, I mean, for example, the things that I may do to feel safe may be very different than the things that you need to do to feel safe. And when you're in a state of fear and uncertainty and you're trying to find a way to be safe, those differences start to really feel like a bad thing. And so couples, families, differences in these really intimate relationships are often the hardest to navigate in times like this.
And interestingly, I'm going to bring our furry family into that conversation too, because I've actually noticed that I'm having to navigate the anxiety of our two cats. Because Gray Cat gets really stressed out because he's super empathetic, and I'll be actually kind of sailing through the day pretty okay, and suddenly I'm really, really agitated, and I look down and the cat's next to me. I'm like, somebody needs to be picked up and held, okay? So, I don't know. Yeah. God, you're supposed to be comfort for me. What?
I'm sure. Yeah, and whether it's just,
we all have like a different level. Like as you're saying, like sometimes we reach this point of fullness and something will tip it over. And I think those moments of the fullness and then getting to tip it over are really important too. Like just some of my dealing with my anxiety is to just have a momentary cry, just like, blah, get it all out. And then there's a room again for the day to fill up that intensity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well,
but as you were saying,
yeah,
in my coupleness, my tears really concern Daniel. So I'll have to be like, no, I'm just blowing off steam. We're good. So communication through all of this has been, I don't know, I think everyone is finding that communication is the thing that is highest on the list, as it always is. Like communication is the most important thing in everything we do, and in times of heightened worry, here we go.
Yeah,
it's even more
it's
so.
interesting. As a therapist, I'm going to say something about that, and then give you a little bit of backdrop for it. I'm a talk therapist, right? So my preference is indeed to go at verbal and communicate. But I have to say that in my work with couples and thinking about people's nervous systems, sometimes people need to not talk for a while, which is like, yeah. And so yes, verbal and communication, sometimes just like not talking and just maybe being hugged, maybe going nonverbal, maybe keeping it inside, but doing something else to take care of yourself. And so I'm using this as an example to say that I think in times of fear and uncertainty, one of the most important things, and this is true really of any experience of suffering that anybody might be feeling at any point in time, is getting to know your own nervous system.